Hey, I'm talking. Hey, I'm talking. Hey, I'm talking. Hey, I'm talking. Okay. Good morning, or hello, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is you're watching this, and welcome to episode 2 of my new vlog, my new web series. Hey, I'm talking. I've tried to turn the volume down on that jingle at the beginning, so I hope it weren't quite as annoying as last time. Oh my goodness, though, so much to talk about this week. It's so very different doing this when you are used to, you know, a couch and guests and a studio and 4 cameras and lots of lights and an auto cue. But do it I must, for me. So here I am doing it. So it is Friday the 25th of November 2016, Black Friday, which is obviously the yet another thing that we've oh, I've just got to take a call. It's my electrician making an appointment for Monday. I'm keeping the same, not editing, I'm editing it now. Hello? Hiya. What? Yeah, I'll no, that's fine. I shall probably frown, but but it's fine.
So it could be 8:30, 9:30, 9 o'clock, something like that. But you should be there by 8:30, but it could be 9 o'clock.
All right.
Just to let you know. Is that okay?
That's brilliant.
Okay, thanks very much, Phil.
Have a good weekend. Bye.
Bye.
Now he's been on a video on YouTube and doesn't even know it. It's basically an electric check for the property. So there you go. So right, Black Friday. And I talked about this many times, not Black Friday specifically, but I talked about what I'm about to talk about many times on there. We're talking about the Americanization of Britain. And it's, you know, honestly, honey, it fascinates me. So Brexit went through because people wanted Britain back. So why do we keep copying America? Not that I have anything against America, although Thanksgiving, a lot of vegans kind of say celebrating a genocide with a genocide. Because, you know, Native American genocide and then the genocide of turkeys. And I get it. I see that. And I know that meat eaters are like, what? Someone's using the word genocide. How disgusting. Find another word, honey, that, you know, means killing a race or a species of people or creatures even. I've just read, not 5 minutes ago, that a police officer, an off-duty police officer, trying to stop a shoplifter at a HMV store in Leeds this morning, Black Friday, an off-duty police officer who tried to stop this shoplifter has been stabbed repeatedly in the face and neck and hands. More disgusting things that have absolutely infuriated me. The Daily Mail has seemingly, in some ways, tried to justify the vile, racist murderer of Joe Cox. On a story on, I believe it was page 30, people have sharing it on Facebook again this very morning, taking a picture of the headline, you know, blah blah blah, may have lashed out because he was terrified of losing his council house to immigrants. Can you say fuck off on YouTube? I'll make this video for adults only if I have to, but what? I'm not even going to entertain that. Please, people, stop buying the Daily Mail I don't care whether it's got quiz pages or a great telly page or whatever. Stop giving them money. Stop giving these people money. It's the choice is in your hands. A bit like veganism. You choose to buy meat and dairy, which continues the abuse of animals. Guys, you gotta stop. You gotta start thinking about the world that you live in. Speaking of the world we live in, more news this week about the Arctic ice being lower than it's ever been, and the Earth being warmer again than it's ever been, and we're in a real danger zone, and it's your responsibility too. And I know people just think, oh well, me buying a bit less meat and dairy won't make a difference. It will, because it would cut down on animal agriculture, which is one of the biggest causes of greenhouse gases, which is one of the biggest accelerators of climate change. It's honestly, honey, when you lay it all out logically, it's really simple. By power of deduction, what you buy affects the world, and it always will. So, you know, yeah, you know. I also wanted to have the Queen and all of this money that's required for the improvements at Buckingham Palace. I'd love to hear your thoughts about that. Comment below there. Tell me things. Tell me what you think about that. I'm in a really funny position with it. I'm not a royalist. I'm far from a royalist. I really don't see the difference between, maybe take the picture back to ancient Egypt and the pharaohs and the slaves building everything and it's not much different, except we're not in mud huts now. We're in houses. That's how I see that kind of thing. That kind, you know, this person's at the very, very top and you're down there, and give them your money. And now, do the royal family bring in a lot of money to Britain? Because there are sources that say they do and sources that say they don't. Now, of course, tourism is huge and people come to see the changing of the guard and Buckingham Palace and so on and so forth. And that brings a lot of money. Does that money justify the public pot where that money will go being also used to maintain Buckingham Palace? Or should the royal family be putting their hand in their own pocket? Did they get a 66% pay rise recently, the royals? So maybe, you know, like I said, I'd love to hear your opinions on it. I'm conflicted about that one. What I'm not conflicted about is people saying things to people without really thinking about what that might invoke. Case in point, have a lot of straight friends. Obviously, I'm not like a straight is straight, you know. I'm not a gay elitist. So yeah, many straight friends who have who are couples. Many have become married, planning their futures. What gives any of us, parents, grandparents, the right to keep saying, so when you're going to have a little baby then? So when we're going to wear the little pitter-patter of tiny feet then? Maybe there are some couples out there who actually actively have thought, do you know what? We're not going to bring children into this world. Maybe we'll help and support some of the kids that are already here through fostering or adoption. Or maybe we just don't want any part of it. And they have every right to. It seems like a lot of unnecessary pressure. There was a great article last week, actually, in the Metro about exactly this. So think about that. You know, when you've got friends who are newlywed or whatever, is that an appropriate question? So then we're going to raise a little pitter-patter of tiny feet then. How about just, how are you both? And are you settling into married life? And, you know, how are you? Have you got any holidays planned? We don't have to. These aren't things that go hand in hand, marriage and having children. I mean, they usually work together, but they're not symbiotic. So let's take that pressure off and stop asking couples who actually might be struggling through a process of trying and having to look for treatments and things. And so those questions, you know, can be really tough. So back off. Leave folks alone. Stop being rude. Watched 2 trailers this morning, and I'm going to link them both down there in the information. One of them is called Collateral Beauty, I believe, with Will Smith, new film. Will Smith, Helen Mirren, Keira Knightley, name. And it proper got me. If you are my friend on Facebook, or you just look at my profile occasionally on Facebook, you will see I thank the cosmos a lot. Or I ask, dear cosmos, blah, 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 blah. Always done that. And I do the same thing at on New Year's Eve, usually, when I write a letter thanking the previous year for everything, even the bad times, because you learn something from everything, and I request stuff of the new year. And I've buried it in the backyard before today. Sometimes I make the piece of paper into a cone, set fire to the bottom of it, and it will kind of float up. That harks back to the whole burning your letter to Santa in the fireplace when you were a kid, which some of you might have done. So when I saw this trailer, and please do watch it, but if you don't have time to watch it, the general gist is that Will Smith loses his daughter in the film, and he writes to time, life, and love. And they come to see him. That's it. So, oh no, death. He writes to death. Life, death, same thing, isn't it, really? Watch the trailer, I'm going to link it down there. Another trailer which looks absolutely beautiful. It's called Mum's List. And it was on the husband in the real life story was on Good Morning Britain today. And it's the true story of a woman who found out she had cancer and left a list, instructions, post-it notes, letters for her husband to continue after she was gone. I'm going to link that trailer down there too. That's a true story. You will love it. Acres and acres. Trust me on that. So yeah, please watch that too. I'm also going to link down there an ad that I saw yesterday. So we're all in the Christmas spirit at the moment. You know, everyone's watching the new Christmas ads. Oh, I love the Sainsbury's one. I love the John Lewis one. I love the John Lewis one. It's pretty vegan. And then I saw on Facebook that there was a link to one from the WWF's 2016 commercial, and it's called, I think it's called Tiger in Suburbia. I'm going to link that down there too. It's only just over a minute long. It really got me. And then I made Jason watch it when he got home, and it really got him too. So then I didn't feel so silly, because it got us both. I'm going to do what I did last week now. I'm going to go and make myself a quick coffee, come back and do the last couple of minutes. Probably not going to do an ad in this one, guys. It will become a regular feature, the ad thing. But I'm probably not going to do it in this one. I will tell you about my contact lenses when I come back. It's a very important story, and I'll see you very shortly. Hiya. Paul from the past with his coffee is going to come on in a minute, but because he'll forget to tell you the contact lens story, I've come to tell you very quickly. So, as you know, today is the 25th of November, and me and Jason had our attack on the 6th of November, and I was still wearing the same contact lenses. But I put them in new on the 4th, and the ambulance woman on the night said, oh, that one's gone right under your eye, you need to... And I kept them. I won't mind I'm ahead with them at the moment, but I kept them. Those lenses that saw that, I kept them in. Well, I've chucked them in bin this morning and got a new pair in. So, Paul, with his coffee and his new pair of contact lenses, is coming back now to end the video. Past Paul and future Paul. Soon past Paul. How do? I'm back with my brew. I do like coffee. I really do like a coffee. So I've had this idea that if any of you are aware of the Vegan Queens, and maybe you follow us on Instagram, Vegan Queens UK on Instagram, we did a little video before we did the pre-Pride shows of Now We're Talking on That's Manchester, and we were kind of stood facing the window here, just using my phone, but just the residual daylight was brilliant. So I'm thinking, right, my sofa is here, down there, right, and I'm pointing at the back of it. But I'm thinking if I turn it round, push the coffee table, turn it round so it's facing the window, and have a camera on a tripod here, because I've got a camera, and then I don't have to use the webcam. Could actually do like a proper episode when friends, get Lucy Lush up here, you know, and get out Stu on the sofa. All important things. You know it. I know it. YouTube knows it. I'm going to leave this part quite short because I've realised that the first part I did is 40 minutes long. Can't half waffle me, can't I? But isn't that what vlogging's all about? Chatting, sharing, you know, interacting, blah. Surely it's all of that. I want to give a big shout out to the whole of the new complex in Oldham. I don't know if any of you saw my Audi in Oldham video. It'll be there in the list somewhere. But I did that on the Wednesday as it officially opened on the Friday, because I went with Jason, my husband who works for Mind. But I popped in again yesterday because I was uptown. Yesterday? Wednesday. I popped in again and just kind of asked, because I'm really interested, how's it going? And apparently it's going really, really well. And I've made a pact that me and Jason are going to go at least once a month. At least once a month. Because I want to support this. I really want to support it. I think it's fantastic that we've got a cinema back in Oldham. I think that the range of food places down the side, the fact that Molino Lounge do have a whole vegan menu, Handmade Burger Co do quite a few vegan things. Brilliant. Everybody's catered for now. Everybody. Gluten-free, lactose intolerant, vegetarian, vegan, carnivore, all of y'all are all catered for up there in Oldham. So get up there and enjoy what's taken a long time to come, but it's here and it's beautiful and it's wonderful, and our town's actually great. You know, I mourn sometimes, especially in some of my old rants about the lack of stuff being done in the town, but now how can you look what's being done in the town? And if we all respect that, that'd be great. I want to try something. Right, let me try this. Yeah, it does work, doesn't it? Just wanted to see if I could do that, and I could. Because I think it'd be quite good to use that feature at some point in the future. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. All the links I've talked about will be down there in the information of this video. Thanks for taking an interest in me and stuff I've got to say. I am actually quite a nice person, and I do care about the world and other people in it. That's a good thing. It'd be great if there were more of us like that. I shall see you again at some point next week. I will do one a week. I promise you that. And so until then, and as always, please be excellent to each other.